Welcome to my channel Codes Nest. Hope you are enjoying my videos. If you really enjoy, then subscribe to my channel. And as you are aware that we have already covered projects like Catch the Bus, Independence Day. We covered how to find a bug, how to catch a bus. So we have covered very important projects. If you have not seen those videos, I request you to please see them. So today we are going to learn a very good game. Name of the game is to grow a dragonfly. Now before we start creating the game, I want to tell you that in this particular game, which important concepts we will be able to learn. Number one, we will be able to learn how sensing commands are used, how we are able to use if then command. This is very important command in any of the programming languages. Further, we will learn how we will be able to use a variable to create a variable is a storage, temporary storage, and we keep on updating that. So these important concepts we will be learning while creating this beautiful projects. So let's start. Our name of the project is grow a dragonfly. Hello. First of all, what we are going to make? We are going to create a dragonfly. So in this dragonfly will become bigger and bigger, and when it is going to eat insects. So for this purpose, we are going to use if blocks. We are going to use random blocks. We are going to use operators. We are going to use sensing blocks. We are going to use sounds. So as you will be able to just see, I am going to start this project. First thing I will be doing is choose a backdrop. Backdrop, you all are aware. So this is backdrop. How to add a backdrop? So from here, I will go choose a backdrop, and in the choose a backdrop, I will try to find a Jurassic backdrop. So this cat sprite I will remove. Okay, this cat sprite is removed. Now after this, after removing the cat drop, what will I do? Can anybody tell? Can anybody tell what I will be doing? I will be choosing a sprite. Okay, so let's choose a sprite. First sprite I will be choosing a dragonfly. So let's search a dragonfly. So we are able to get it, dragonfly. So we are able to see on screen also this dragonfly. Are you able to see? Okay, this is a dragonfly sprite. So after we have chosen a dragonfly sprite, so next thing what we are going to do? So this is very big. So we are going to make it small by using a code. So we'll start writing a code. We'll be going to events block, and we will write when the green flag is clicked, at that time just make the size of this dragonfly as, what will we make the size? We'll make a smaller size. Say we will make it a 25%. Okay, so now the size of dragonfly is, see, are you able to see? The dragonfly size is 25%. Okay, so next thing what we are going to do is we want to just, the dragonfly should follow the mouse, pointer mouse. So we are going to add a command of forever loop. Forever loop. So forever, we earlier also we have used forever loop. Forever loop means it keeps on repeating the command again and again. So whatever script we will write here, so or we will write here, so it will be again and again, it will be running that script. So in forever loop, what command or script we are going to write? We want that it should point towards the pointer, and further it should move. So we will be choosing point towards pointer. So this is there is a command, you are able to see this, point towards mouse pointer. We'll drag this and place it here. Okay, so another next what we are going to do, we will be able to drag this move command, and we will reduce the steps for incremental purposes. We'll say only we will use 5 steps per time. So per at a time we will use only 5 steps. So this loop will be running forever. Okay, so we are done with this. Next what we are going to do, can anybody tell? So what you are going to expect, so see this dragonfly is move upwards, so we want it should move rightwards or left side, horizontal it should be appearing. So what we will be able to do, we will be going for this purpose, we will this dragonfly we will click it, and then we will go to costumes. In costumes, so costumes what we will be doing, so we'll select this costume, and then we will move it. Okay, so we are able to make it like right angle. Okay, so again, so we will now go to this screen, we are able to see it. So after this we will write a code for this. So code for this, what will code will we write for this dragonfly further? So we want that dragonfly, whenever it rotates this dragonfly, it goes on scene, it should also produce a sound. So for sound purpose, that what will go to sounds and select a sound for it. It says pop sound, we will delete it and add from here a sound. Press it and we'll search a crank sound. Okay, we'll see it. So we'll try to see how it plays. Okay, so we'll cut it, select it little bit from here to here, and then we'll say copy to new. So we will delete this initial one, and now we have a crank 2 sound. So after this we'll again go to code, and this code is running. We want now there is a sound, we are available to start play sound crank 1 already done, or start sound crank 2 we are able to add. So what we will be doing now, can anybody tell? So we'll add this start sound crank 2 in forever loop. So what it will do, so whenever this, we'll just see now when we play it, now we'll press the green flag, see this is falling and sound is being played. Okay, so what is the now issue, this is like, we will remove this, that how it should only move when it does not touch the pointer. So we'll rectify that error also. So next, step by step, what this is done. Now what we next we need, so we want this dragonfly to eat some food. What is the food of that dragonfly? So for that purpose we will start making insects. So now we have created backdrop, we have created dragonfly, so we are going to create food. So for that food, let's see, go to create a sprite, choose a sprite from here, type a sprite. See, we need insect, but we clicked frog. Why? Because the frog is with insect. Now we'll edit this frog and insect to cut this insect from the combination. So how will we do that? We'll select first of all this frog sprite, then we will go to costumes. In costumes we'll select this insect, and here we'll copy it, and then we will choose a sprite, and here we'll click paint. In paint, here we will be clicking paste. So this, then we will drag it to center. Okay, So now we have done it, dragged it. So now what next we are going to do? We are going to delete other sprites, costumes. So that we have remaining with only one costume. We will name it as insect of costume 1. We will name it as insect 1. Insect 1. Okay. Similarly, we will name it here also at this stage. We will name it as insect 1. Okay. So name is insect 1. Now we are going to write a code for this. This code, what code we should be written? That forever this insect should move here and there on our stage. Okay. So this is insect. So it will continuously moving. So further, if it touches the edge, it should bounce back. So for this we will be using when the green flag is click command, when forever command, move command, and if on the edge, bounce command. Okay. First of all, we will be using when green flag is clicked, then we will be using forever command, then we will be using move command. How many steps we want? We should want that only few steps it should move. Say move 3, and further that if it is on edge, then it should bounce back. If on edge, so bounce back. So our this code is, we have placed this code. Now next, what we want? We want the insect, whenever the insect is eaten by the dragonfly, so it should disappear in our code, so that it will appear that dragonfly has eaten it. So what is for what will we do for that? Can anyone tell? That we will write a code that if this insect touches dragonfly, then we will hide it. So for this we will use if command. We will drag this if command in forever loop, and then we'll drag this touch command, and instead of mouse pointer, we'll click dragonfly. Okay. So then what we are going to do? We are going to hide it. So hide is in looks block. Looks block, and looks block will scroll down. So there is a hide block. Okay. So it is hidden. So this is our working. Now we will going to test this. If it is working, how we are going to test? We'll press this green flag. Right. So when see this hiding, so it is working. Okay. So our code is working. So we'll now click it. So next, what we are going to do? Next thing is, now we have hidden this, means our this insect is also eaten by dragonfly. Further, we want that if it is eaten, now further it should appear. How it will appear? After 1 second, it should go to some other position and they appear there. So for that purpose, what we will do? We will first write a command to go to random position. So go to random position after hide, and then what it will do? We will wait for 1 second. Wait for 1 second, and then again show. Okay. Right. So now we will be able to show it. So again we will test it. We'll go to test it. See, this is going. So we'll first dragonfly, then go to insect, and then we print. So again it is appearing. See, the insect is appearing again. So our code is working. Okay. So now let's move to next step. So next step is, what is the next step? Now we have to show that after eating the insects, the dragonfly is increasing in size. Okay, so what will we do to increase the size? Can anybody tell? Yes, tell me, guess. Any guess? Okay, so let me start. Okay, so what we will do is we will use a broadcast message. So for dragonfly, this insect will send a message that I am eaten. So okay, so for this purpose we will make one block that it will, whenever this will be touching a dragonfly insect, it will broadcast a message. So we'll create a message, broadcast a message. Okay, so what message it will broadcast? We will create a new message to remember easily. So food. Okay, so after it has, the insect has been touched by a dragonfly, it will broadcast food. Okay, so this will be done. Now what will we do next? So we will go to dragonfly's code. So we'll click dragonfly and go to this code. In dragonfly's code we will write in the events again, when I receive food. Okay, so then I should grow in size. Change size by, say I will change size by 5, right? So this is done, change size by 5. Next, but I also want that there should be sound of eating that food. So let me add a sound here. In dragonfly, go to sound, then I will add a sound. Chomp. Chomp is for eating a food, so I will add that sound. So in this sound, next I am going to write a code. So this is sound. Play sound chomp. Okay, it is done. It will start sound chomp, and then first it will eat the insect and then change the size. So next, what we are going to do? So now we are going to check, after eating so many insects, if the dragonfly has increased to 100% size. So what it will do, after increasing 100%, it will broadcast, now it is end, and then it will say I got to full size and stop all these scripts. So let's add that code. So what code will be there? So we'll again use, what will we use? If command. Okay, we are able to know. So here what we are going to use, we are saying size equal to operator. Now we will be using operators. In operators we will be using equal to operator. So this here we will be write from go looks, we will drag size variable. If size is 100%, then it will say broadcast message. Broadcast message. Now the message will be new. What will message? That now it is end. Okay. After it is end, now what we will do? That it will say I have grew to size. Or I can say I am full in size. Okay. Next, he has said it, and then we will stop all the scripts. Stop other scripts in sprite. Okay, so next, this code is complete. So now what we are going to do further, now we have only one insect, so insect also should stop when this end is received. So for that purpose we'll go to insect and then again we will go to events, that when receive end, so it will stop the other commands. So we'll go to control and stop the commands, other scripts in the command. Hope you are understanding it and enjoying it. So let's now test it. So grow into size. Grow into 70% of the size. $90, $100. So he says, I am full in size and script is stopped. Congratulations. Now we have completed fourth step. Now we need some improvement. When we were this script was running, so this was like this scattering is there. So for we want to improve it. So how to improve? For this, further, what we want, that we there should be a condition, that if that condition is met, only then this should move. So for that we'll create a again if block in dragonfly. We'll go to dragonfly, and so we'll already there is a forever loop, so we'll be adding a if block. If, but if we want with that, if it is not touching the mouse pointer, if it is not touching, then how will we create not touching? We'll go to operator, there is a not command. Okay, so here we'll add, go to sensing, touching the mouse pointer. Okay, if it is not touching, then this whole project should, this whole script should work. Okay, so now okay, so this, now again we have created this. So now what we are going to do, can anybody tell? So now we have created one insect. Now we have to create little more, game this more tough. How will create that? This dragonfly, see, dragonfly, whenever it just clicks the insect, okay, from any part of it, so the insect he eats. So we want that insect should disappear only when mouth of dragonfly touches it. Okay, so for that purpose, what we will do, we will add a new code to the insect. So in insect we will add a code. If we have written if touching dragonfly. Okay, so we'll use here operator. In operator we'll use AND operator. Okay, so in AND operator, one condition will be touching dragonfly, and another condition will be, another condition we want, that when mouth of this dragonfly touches. So let's here add a sensing that touching a color. So which color we want? Say we want a color of red. We'll make the mouth of dragonfly of red color. Okay, similarly we'll go to, what we'll do, we'll go to dragonfly code. In dragonfly code, what we are going to do, and it will tell. So further we want that there should be a counter. Counter should, we will create a variable make a variable. Variable name will be food consumed score. Okay, so we'll create it. So food consumed score is there now on the screen. Further, we want that go to events, that when whenever we receive food, okay, whenever we receive this food, or what we can do is, when we can do other thing, we can, when this green flag is clicked for dragonfly, just make this counter as 0. We go to variable and set the food consumable score as 0. Okay, so this score is 0. It will be, whenever green flag will be clicked, this score will be 0. Now we want to update it whenever an insect, it eats the insect. So for that purpose, we'll go to insect, and when this touches the green fly, dragonfly, so there we will update the score. How will we update? We change the food consumed score by 1. So this will update our score. Okay, so now what else we want? So we want this red color to be painted on the mouth of dragonfly. Okay, so for that we'll click dragonfly and go to the costumes, and in the costumes we'll go to fill, and fill we will fill with color, same color, red color. Okay, so we fill this. Now mouth is of red color. So now we have later refined it. Only when the dragonfly's mouth will touch the insect, only then the insect will disappear, and it will appear as dragonfly has eaten that. Okay, so it is done. So now we have completed basic code. We want to make it little more complex, more better. So for that purpose, we now insect is moving on predictable path. So we will just add a direction, final touch to that. How will we do that? How will we will do that? In the insects code, we will just add, when the green flag is clicked, it will point to direction. Okay, we'll add direction 35. Okay, so that means it will be moving in random direction. Okay, so this is done for insect. Now our insect code is done. Okay, so now we want to make game little more interesting. Our score is set, so whenever this insect will be eaten, then also this it will broadcast food, and when dragonfly will increase to 100% size, it will say that I grew to size, and it will end all the scripts. Okay, so now we want that there should be many insects. Okay, so for that purpose, will is very easy. Just see, we have to just duplicate the insect and go to that insect. Again we will go to costumes, we'll select it. We can make it color red, or if you want like other color, say you want blue color, so you can fill that color blue here also. So this is dragon color fly of different color. Okay, so next, this is complete. Code is complete. Code is already copied because we have already duplicated it. Whenever we duplicate it, the code is already copied. So what we are going to do next? So we going to add further sprites. So for the sprites, we will again use the same method. We'll duplicate it, and again we will go to costumes. We are now going to use a very interesting thing. So what interesting thing? We will, in costumes, we'll add paint a costume. Okay, in paint a costume, we'll press text button, and text we will click here. After this, we will press window key on your computer. In window key plus full stop. It's a period key. So when we click, I am just now clicking both of them. See, I got the emojis, this in text panel. So in this I will use this, say this is a fly, I will use that fly. Okay, so in this fly I will drag this fly to center. Okay, now you are able to see this fly on the screen also. See, this fly is there, this insect is there, insect 2 is also there. Okay, so now fly is also added. This is done. So now I am just going to delete this earlier costume. So I have insect 1, insect 2, insect 3. So again I can, what can I do? I can select it and drag it for this horizontal direction. Okay, so this is done. Next I will go to code, and then again I will duplicate this insect. After duplicating this insect, I will again go to costumes, and this time again I will select paint a costume. In this again I will click text, and then again here, and then again press window key on my laptop and period key. Again emoji will come. This time I will select a mosquito. Okay, so the mosquito, you can see this mosquito is selected, and I will drag this mosquito to center of this canvas. Okay, so you can see on screen also this mosquito, these 4 insects are there. So we have variety of food for dragonfly to eat. Okay, so next we can going to delete this this one costume. So we have now 4 different types of costumes. Okay, code is already duplicated, right? So hope you enjoyed that. We have made so many costumes, right? So what else we want? Next, what anybody says, how we can do anything else here? Yes, yes, okay. So anyway, so this is done. Next we are going to sprite is done. This upgradation project, you can do anything, multiple things you can. We just, I wanted to, we have covered 5 sessions. Okay, 5 sessions means total 6 recordings. First was introduction. After this 5 projects we have completed. So I wanted to remind you about very important topic here. So you see at this bottom there is a backpack. This backpack, what is use of this backpack? So backpack at present is empty. So backpack means whatever backdrop, whatever this sprite you may need in future, you may place it here and use its code also, script also in future projects. Okay, so even in this project you can if you want to reuse this script, or you can use it in this backpack. I will tell you how. Just drag this sprite to backpack. It is showing loading and it is done. See, this sprite is, this script is copied here for future use. Similarly, if you want to copy backdrop, go to the backdrop and drag the backdrop here. So this backdrop is also copied, costume and this sprite. See, so this is a very valuable information. Hope you enjoyed this video. Let us run this project on the full screen. See what happens. Now previous score will be raised when green flag is clicked. So it is 0. Now see, as soon as I eat any insect, I am growing in size, and insect gets eaten only when mouth, which is red colored, touches the insect. So they are going to random positions. Hope you are enjoying it. It's very interesting. I am enjoying it. I am getting lost in it. See, so we are just, okay, it is getting bigger and bigger. Oh, you say what it said? I am full in size. Okay. My score is he's consumed 15 insects. Okay. So that concludes our session. In the end, thank you. Thank you very, very much. See you again.